Aisha Husney is live for us on the trail in Des Moines, Iowa, with the very latest on the pre-caucus run-up. Aisha, good evening.
Good evening to you, Trace. We are live here from a very snowy and wintry Des Moines, Iowa, where a lot of events were canceled earlier today because of this winter storm that's coming through the state right now. Tonight's town hall, I can tell you, after a series of gaffes, Nikki Haley came out very strong and very confident and really hitting back at her opponents. So both frontrunner, former President Trump, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis are out today with new attack ads. DeSantis is going after her for those comments about New Hampshire correcting Iowa's results, and Trump's super PAC is running an ad accusing her of opposing a border wall. Here's Haley's response to that.
I appreciate all the attention President Trump is giving me. It is quite sweet and thoughtful of him, but he's lying about it. And I'll tell you the reason he's lying about it is because he's taking snippets of things I said. I said you shouldn't just do the border wall. You have to do more than that.
Now, Haley is currently outspending the entire PAC in ad buys here in the last week before the Iowa caucuses. DeSantis is up next in the Fox Town Hall tomorrow. He needs to overperform here in Iowa. Right now, he is fighting off speculation that he's going to drop out of the race if he can't do that. He tells Fox that's a total lie.
That's a lie, totally made up. And, when people, fabricate these anonymous sources and do it, why he's saying that is because he wants people to somehow think, why should I go in negative 20-degree weather?
And Trace, again, wintry weather here in Des Moines, which just a big reminder that weather could impact the results and the turnout on Monday when we're expecting temperatures to dip down below zero. A lot of folks here have been talking about it, and that is why the candidates are out there trying to get people to commit to coming out and caucusing for them. Trace?
Aisha Husney live for us in Des Moines. Aisha, thank you. Let's bring in District Media Group President Beverly Hallberg and the host of the Iowa Politics podcast, Jeff Stein. Thank you both for coming on. We very much appreciate it. Jeff, nobody knows more about Iowa politics than you do. I'm fascinated by this. The turnout, icy cold there. But if Trump gets above 45% in the caucuses next week, that is significant. Tell us why.
It is, Trace, and good evening, because only twice in history in a contested caucus has any candidate topped 40%, and the last time that happened was in the year 2000. So if he gets the number you mentioned, above 45%, it's a record, and the polls show him above 50%. And that would be quite an optic that would be hard for the others to match, because if he's ahead of the field, the rest of the field combined on the way to New Hampshire, that's a statement.
Yeah, you talk about the rest of the field. Mark Penn, the pollster, the analyst said the following in a Fox op-ed, quoting here, Trump could win Iowa, but voters' second choice is absolutely critical. Going on to say, the big question is what is going to happen with the remaining Trump opponents and whether Iowa will shrink the field even further. And Beverly, the question there really is, the past couple of days, if DeSantis comes in third, do you think he's out?
I think he will at least go to New Hampshire, but this is the concern is in New Hampshire, he's already polling at number 4. Nikki Haley is looking like she's going to come in at 2. So I really think this Iowa election, the caucuses, is about who comes in second, who comes in third. And then if DeSantis is third and then goes to New Hampshire, is he willing to get out at that point? So I do think that these two states are so important coming up, and we'll see if the polling is correct and if Donald Trump is going to have that commanding lead.
I think it's a fair assessment. Nikki Haley, as we said, was at a Fox town hall tonight. She said this about not resenting former President Trump. Watch.
Politics isn't personal for me. And that's actually been what's wrong with politics for so long, is they make it about personalities. The reason I'm doing this, I don't want my kids to live like this. We've got to stop with this hatred back and forth. We've got to stop with these divisions. I don't have resentment for President Trump.
Yeah, I mean, Nikki Haley is putting a lot of money into Iowa. That's the whole thing, Jeff. She thinks that a big push there would really, really push her into a very strong second position.
And she's already polling so well, as noted, in New Hampshire. If she were to finish second in Iowa, and DeSantis, who was supposedly the heir apparent, the individual that the non-Trump voters would go to, if he can't pull off second, Where does he go? Because, again, she's doing so well in New Hampshire, and her home state of South Carolina is right after that.
Yeah, meantime, let's move on to the Democrats if I can. I want to put up some sound of President Biden amidst a protest in South Carolina today. Watch this.
Without light, there's no path from this darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right.
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, Beverly, he's going to get this again and again throughout the campaign trail. It's just going to be a recurring theme.
It really is, and I do think he handled it well. He just stayed quiet. He didn't do much with the situation, and he had his supporters in the room that actually started a chant saying 4 more years to drown out these hecklers. I will say, while I am an advocate of free speech, I really hate when you have the President of the United States heckled in these types of situations, or even at the State of the Union when the opposing party does it. We can celebrate free speech, but realize there still is a level of decorum that we need. I think he handled it well, and he's going to have to continue to face it.
I got 30 seconds left, Jeff. I just wonder what you think about the reports of former President Obama coming into the Biden campaign saying you need to kind of ramp up things a little bit over there.
Trace, any president wants a legacy, and Obama's legacy would have been for a Democrat to succeed him. That did not happen. So this is the second best option. And if this one does not get another 4 years, I think that tarnishes the Obama legacy. He has a lot on the line as a result, and it's not a surprise he would get involved.
Yeah, true enough. Jeff Stein, Beverly Hallberg, thank you both. Well, Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump get